Thank you. Thank you, Budapest. Thank you, Hungary. It's always good to be among friends. I want to thank the organizers for having me back. It's always a pleasure to be in Hungary, and even more so as one can meet with like-minded, normal people. Let's be clear. Donald Trump has opened a window of opportunity to change the course for our Western civilization. 1 year ago, when we met here, we all were on the course for total civilizational collapse. Right now, our paths, that of Europe and America, have diverged. Under the leadership of Trump, Americans seized the opportunity and grasped the urgency. They mandated their leaders to radically change the trajectory of their country. By the way, the same can be said about another great country on the Western Hemisphere, the magnificent Southern American political inspiration, Argentina. With a few encouraging exceptions in Europe, and yes, I am talking about you, our gracious hosts, Hungarians, Europe is still on a very dark path. If we don't change course, immigration, mad environmental delusions, evil sexual perversions of woke ideology, corrupt judicial systems, and ever more brazen suspension of democratic procedures will inevitably lead us to a violent, poor, unfree, desolate period of corrupt and evil rule, defenseless against outside forces where no one can escape the misery it brings. These are the stakes. Not just safety and prosperity, but freedom and human happiness. Our very culture and identity is threatened. So we must not, cannot afford to waste the window of opportunity opened to us by Trump and Trumpism. We need to go on the offense. We need to challenge, first and foremost, the ideology upon which the European power project rests. Europe is under liberal regime, has been for decades. To be honest, we all know it was facilitated by the American deep state, but that support has now been withdrawn. That puts the regime on the back foot. So we must hit them now, and hit them hard. European elites are the sworn enemies of the idea of nation state and sovereignty. Their power rests on the idea that sovereignty can be pooled or shared or somehow delegated away, piece by piece. And somehow it can never be retrieved. No. No. Now is the time to take it back. Take back the power that belongs to the nations of Europe. How? It is important to understand that all the institutions, not just in America, but also in Europe, are hollowed out and subjugated to the globalists. All the institutions that once made Europe great now work against it. The media, the academia, most of the religious institutions, judiciary, cultural institutions, and even army and police are ideologically entirely corrupt. Just look at the British police dancing in the streets with rainbow flags and then beating up British pensioners on behalf of Muslims who are upset for being called on their raping and murdering of little children. So we, normals, patriots, have to take on not just the ideology, we have to take on the institutions as well. Either we completely reform them, or if that's not possible, we need to disband them. because unless we reform the institutions, we will not be able to correct the course. Even if we keep winning elections, like we have in Austria, in Holland, Italy, Belgium, now in Portugal, go Czechia, it will not be a new course, it will be a detour, a temporary slowdown of the globalists. Also, it is important to understand that we have to break the rules, because the rules are set so that we could never win. The minute we get the chance, we have to reform or disrupt all the institutions. Do it like Donald did. Disband the US aid, defund the WHO, end NPR, defund Harvard. Sack all the trannies in the army. Sack all the heads of the intelligence community. Reform the courts. It is not chaos. It is not inability to govern. It is intentional disruption of systems that are preventing policies mandated by the people and are destroying our countries. The institutions that are not under government funding or direction must be bypassed. We need not do anything with the legacy media. We just need to make it irrelevant by going to new media. The lefty activists in these indoctrination hubs that are sometimes called journalism will just die out, especially if they lose hidden state funding. All these institutions work against us, the patriots, against us, normals. All these institutions are destroying our countries, our way of life, our children's future. Either we change them completely, or if that's not possible, we have to destroy them before they destroy us. And that's how we make Europe great again. Thank you.